Hello, guys. Welcome back to SVD, and this is actually a special request by a viewer, a longtime viewer. He wants to see a side-by-side comparison of the Mastwr Grade Gundam Exia versus a Metal Build Gundam Exia. Uh, s- uh, Obviously, I wasn't going to go spend like $50 to buy a Mastwr Grade just to compare to that Exia that I'm currently borrowing. I might consider buying it, if the price is okay, because I always wanted an Exia in my collection. But there's a lot going back and forth. But yes, I have built the Master Grade Dynamis. I think that's pretty good, but unfortunately, the Exia never received a 2.0. A lot of people are still displaying their Master Grade Exia next to their Master Grade, the double new GN frames, right? They look like they fit with each other, so they probably have very similar proportions. But anyway, I did actually got lucky, and I did a Google search, and I found someone actually made this post all the way back in 2013, 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. So he has a Master Grade Exia versus Metal Build Exia. So side by side comparison. This is actually really cool. So anyway, I'll link the website in the video description so you guys can go check out this image for yourself. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some commentary about this. Obviously, on the left side, uh, we have the Master Grade, and then on the right we have the Metal Build. Uh, they're pretty much the same height. The Metal Build's on 100 scale, so I would say like give or take 1 or 2 millimeter difference, but the proportion is very different actually. You can judge by looking at the torso of the Master Grade. That is actually elongated. The torso on the metal bill looks like it's a little bit more compact. I remember if you watch my video on the Australia review, I said the proportion on the metal bill is very much like the Katoki design. This is not designed by Katoki. This is designed by Kanetake Ebikawa. So Ebikawa is the designer for I think Exia and all the season one mobile suits, the main ones I think. So you can see the head is a tiny bit smaller, and the legs are longer. The torso is more squish, and this is like a very iconic Katoki style design. Even though, yeah, this is not like Gundam fixed figuration metal composite, which is Katoki's own signature line, but interesting nonetheless. You can see the arms on the metal build is definitely a lot more robust. They look slightly thicker. The legs are thicker too, and they're longer. So it definitely got that, very unique, stylized look. I don't know if the Master Grade is like anime accurate. Probably the Master Grade is going for more anime accuracy, I guess. But I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Yeah. I have a lot of Exias in my collection before I had the real Grade. I had the Robot Damashi, and I had the high grade. And all I have to say is, like, they all look different. Like, I would say the metal build probably look more like the real grade in terms of proportions. But unless I have a side by side image to compare, I don't really remember the real grade at this point. I know the legs are a little bit longer than usual, and the torso, might be compact just like this. What's nice about the Master Grade versus the Metal Build, which I think Metal Build probably should have this feature, is LED features. You're paying $200 and no LED features. If you're comparing this to like a high-end Chinese figure, even from Flame Toys and stuff like that, so I think sometimes they have the LED features, which just pop in the battery and stuff lights up. So with the metal bill, that's a real big missed opportunity right there. If it increases the cost of the figure, then yeah, probably don't need it. But I think this is something that they could add as a feature. But yeah, you can add the LED into the Mastwr Grade, and that the light up function make it look really cool. Yeah, so I definitely not a big fan of the Mastwr Grade proportions after comparing it to the metal build. I think the metal build design, with the longer legs, thicker arms, and more compact torso, and like slightly more narrow head, looks uh, better to me. But that's just a personal preference. The Mastwr Grade has that more of a the Kunio Okawara style design, the more anime uh, style design. Like, I don't know. I think in the future, if they do an Exia version anime, this is how I imagine it would look like for the Robot Damashi line. Robot Damashi version anime Exia action figure. Yeah. I mean, they're doing seed, and the seed proportions kind of look like these. So, well, not much talk for one freaking video. All right, so we're going to look at the side profile here from this angle. Now, I do have to say, looking from the side, uh, things kind of change a little bit. I do actually like the side profile of the Mastwr Grade. I like how the shoulder and the power cable, the clear power cable, that definitely it's a better design than the gray, the really, really thick gray power cable. Those things gets in the way on the metal build. I find them super annoying. Yeah. But again, from the waist down, I still think the metal build actually looks better. The forearm now from the side profile, that actually looked better than the metal build. And the hands, look at those hands versus those tiny, tiny baby hands on the metal build. Yeah, in fact, just look at it. The Mastwr Grade's hands are so much more manly than those. Well, Exia is actually female, so it's kind of weird. But I still like the hands-on Mastwr Grade compared to the metal build. Okay, now from the completely side profile again. Like I said, I prefer the forearm on the Mastwr Grade. If we can swap parts with each other, I would put the Mastwr Grade's forearm on the metal build. That forearm on the metal build doesn't look good. Period. The legs, you can see how thick the metal build's legs are from the side. That actually look a little bit awkward. Yeah, you see how big the condenser on the side on the Mastwr Grade compared to the metal build. And even the feet on the Mastwr Grade, it's a lot bigger. That actually looks better, in my opinion. This is like the more realistic humanoid proportion versus like very stylized, possibly Katoki influenced proportions. Yeah. All right. From the back, yeah. Again, the front to back profile. Obviously it's the metal build wins. It just looks so much better. From the front and the back. Yeah, it's very stylized. Those thicker legs, looking from the front, actually look really nice. Same with the arms. The arms is thicker from the front to the back. On the side, they look not so great, but from the front and back, yeah, it actually looks not. Actually looks better. I like the joints on the legs. The everything else, that G and Drive definitely look a little bit more detailed, but other than that, it's got this weird gap on the back of the head. Like, that's something a lot of people make fun of. Yeah, that's just part of the metal build design because they have to let the head be able to look up, which is I don't know. That's a feature. That's a very questionable feature. All right. Again, from the side profile, I would say the shield on the GN shield look better on the Master Grade than the metal build. The Master Grade got the chrome, right? The metal build is like a nicely finished painted part. The shield looks, it's detailed, but I think the Master Grade it's better. It's even more detail, I guess, on the Master Grade. Yeah. I mean, they're all unique in their own way, but I think the Master Grade in this regard, that GN sword looks better. I will put that GN sword on the metal build. All right. So again, the side profile, you can see the Master Grade has more part separation. I don't know if those like shiny parts in the center dome area. I don't know if that's like a sticker or says part separation, or the builder actually, went in and painted that. I know he put the decals on the shield to give it more detail, and that there is actually, it looks like there's more part separation on the Master Grade, and the shield just look, more refined versus the metal build. Yeah, I think in this regard, the Master Grade definitely wins on the GN sword. And final side profile. Which one wins? This part is kind of, yeah. You know what? The Master Grade still, I still like the proportions on the shoulders, the bigger feet. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Like this is actually very interesting. Like when I'm looking at the first picture, I totally think the proportion on the metal bill is better overall. But after looking at all the pictures, I might actually have to go with the Master Grade. Yeah, the bigger feet, the bigger hands, the shoulders, the power cables, the nicer looking GN sword. Maybe I'm just a sucker for anime style proportions. Like the more uh, like recognizable from straight from the anime situation. The metal build is just very very stylized. I know it has got a lot of details, but the details is like like they design it in a very specific way, kind of like Gundam Universe kind of situation where they just went too liberal with the overall design to trying to I guess impress people. It's like, oh yeah, we take your old design and we make it better. Okay, so now we're looking at some parts over here. The articulation on the old Exia frame. Obviously, I think the Master Grade definitely have better articulation than the metal build, but I haven't built the Master Grade yet, so I'm just making assumptions. There are a lot of interesting poses you can do with the metal build if you're willing to mess around with the joint sections. Yeah. Sad part is I don't know if they. I mean, look at this picture. I really want to see how that shoulder works. You know, I'm thinking he's actually able to hold up that right shoulder with the GN sword. Versus the one that I'm reviewing right now, which I'm not even able to do that because this is the 2013 version, which I think the mold is still pretty strong. After them using it for that many years on the Exia, I think the mold degradation finally took a toll. Keep in mind, between this Exia and the device Exia, they have made like 3 other versions. There's the Astrea, there's the Astrea F2, Type F, and then there's the Fin Sternus, and then there's also the Exia, what's that? Exia Repair 4, which I think for the most part, like they have partially engineered new parts for those the other arm and stuff like that, because those are new. But I'm thinking, this mode just being overused too much. That's why the newer one just not able to have that kind of hold, stable poses. So anyway, here we go. Um, this actually changed my mind. I think I might be interested in the Mastwr Grade Exia. What's really nice with the Mastwr Grade is you can upgrade it with third-party metal frames, so you can 3D print your own joint parts. So you have like outdated, I know the feet are freaking polycap, and the thing cannot stand for shit because of the stupid polycap, like giving out. Like the Mastwr Grade Exia is just known to like fall over everywhere. Like you try to put it somewhere without a stand, it's just gonna collapse and fall off your shelf, or like create a domino effect with all your Mastwr Grade or whatever you're displaying in the shell next to it. It's just gonna topple over and knock everything down. Yeah, that part is really annoying, but they have options to remedy that issue. You can get the upgraded metal frame, take it apart, upgrade it, make it look more stable. From what I've seen, the metal frame is actually about the same weight as a metal bill. So basically, when you put it together, you have something that looks like the Mastwr Grade, but you got the structural integrity similar to that of a metal bill. And supposedly you still have even probably potentially have better articulation. So yeah, all these things just really, really shit on the metal bill. I don't know, freaking Tamashi Nations. Okay, so anyway, that's just a quick comparison video. I hope you guys find the my insights on this comparison, and helpful, and really have to give credit to whoever uploaded this to the internet, because without this thing, I cannot do any sort of comparison. I was just not interested in buying a whole Mastwr Grade and build it to do the comparison. And this person also wrote his own opinion about how he feels about the two, based on his own opinion. But I'm not gonna talk about his opinion. If you want to read his opinion, you can go ahead and go check out the website. Thanks for watching.